Hello, monkey. I'm back. Okay. So, we got almost everything. I mean, of course, it's not good, but it's good enough for now. Wonder if both will clip if I move this around. If yes, I need to make adjustments there, but that's fine. Today we need to add the tail, and then we have to look at the shape of the feet again, the arms, to make sure it works, kinda. We also need to do something with the hands. We will see. I also need to find out if I even can do some kind of cloth simulation, but I think there is no gravity can add, but maybe they did something new. I don't know, we have to find out. Maybe I can just search in the internet and then can look what kind of shape I need to make the hands, because if there's no gravity, the hands needs to be here and the cloth needs to be right at the hand so it doesn't fall down. If there's gravity, I need to make the hand here and the cloth needs to fall down so that you can see the hand if you look through it, the hand thingy from the bottom. But yeah, whatever. First we need a tail. Tail needs to go here. Should I make it like a straight thing? Can I roll it up? How long should the tail be? And I could do different animations for the tail too, like before this avatar, my avatar was having just a tail that goes up and down all the time without stopping. I guess I could do it sideways, I could make it fast, I could make it stop when I'm angry or something, I don't know. We'll see. First, we need to add some kind of cylinder here. Of course, that's there. Eight, please. Where should this begin? Here? How was it in my old avatar? Check. Okay, I had some kind of body there before. Maybe I should add that too, like some kind of volume going down. Didn't know that I even colored the stomach. We should have this too, I guess. Body's maybe way too small. Okay, let's look into this. Can we make this happen? GZ. Why are you coming with us? Oh my god, why is this getting selected there? There we go. I feel like it could be one more up. Even here, I didn't do it. I have a black part there, that's why I don't see it. What do we do? How far down does it go? Almost at that thing. This is too much. Around here could be. Question is, should we do the black part again? Could make another ring here. It's leveled, make a black part, and just go straight up. Let's do that. I even do that? Take this one. How did I close it? It was just a point in the middle. I make it really straight up? Good. Maybe this is enough? Can't tell. This works, I think. Oh no, did I do it the wrong way? Damn it. How long should the tail be? Wouldn't it be funny if the tail had a collision and the key had a collision, and every time the key turns, colliders meet and the tail just cannot go whatever. Needs to go left or right. Need to segment this, but it depends on how many bones I will have. For now it's fine. The same as for the arms, legs. I mean, I know how many bones I will have for the arms and legs, but I don't know where the bending will. I guess I will change the way my star looks like. Before it was like here. 2 planes. Like a star. But in VR you always see it in 3D and it is a little confusing. So maybe I will shape a 3D star. I just need to be sure what direction it should be. Also, looking at my VTuber, the artist and rigger made it so as if it looks like the star is just a plug at the end. I think I will add this to my avatar. It's funny. So the length here is kind of a little longer than the body itself. I would say it's like from neck to feet. So I would say we can just wing it and make whatever. Or I forget. Okay, the faces are correct there. Could make it so that this face disappears. Like ones I already have. And at the feet probably too. Alright, how do we do star? I could just add the object in there and not connect it. Then again, to make a star shape, I probably just need a circle with 5 points and then another one turned 180 degrees inside or something, and then connect the dots, I guess. Let's start with that and then just try to get closer to the end result. So let's add circle 5. Rotate this in Y 90 degrees. I think I will do it like this. Rotate X. I don't know what the degrees are here, but 18. Yes. Y, and then go to edit. Duplicate, and then S 0.5, and then RX 180. Oh. Now we want to remove all the edges without removing the vertices. Okay, and then do I just go the middle here? I guess. Like this. Looks like a star. Oh, can I just do this? Yes. Nice. Now how do we give this a shape? And thinking of, should this be sharp? Or should the edges be, I don't know, not sharp? Also, this is not a perfect star, but maybe I like it like this. Could make it like this to make the perfect star. This looks very, very cute too. Not a star anymore. If it's like this, does not represent how my avatar looks like right now. Say. References. This one is made like that. Mine rather sharp. Going like let's make a hybrid. Then and make this 3D. so. I just model something to get it there. A little. Something like this. Yes, this works. Oh, hello, Pug. Welcome, welcome. Yes, I'm doing the tail right now. Thing is, if I add something like this, like in my avatar, as you see my VTuber tail has like some kind of plug. Wonder if I should add that too. Because in my old avatar, here we don't have that. Have like coloring there. Tail just goes here. How would I make a plug? Need to cut the geometry in a way allows us to make a shape here inside. Could use a Boolean operation. Cut a hole in there. This. And thing. Go. Not sure. I am sure what's happening. Apply. Let's apply. Let's apply. Oh, there was something to merge there. That's interesting. Wonder what doubled. Faces seem to be doubled. Anyway, we need to this inside part. So. Now the question is, how do we do this? Do I just make the hole a little bigger? Yes. But Pug, how are you? How was your day? Where are you from anyway? Are you in European time zone or in American? I guess Asian one, everyone is sleeping right now. So we need to make this bigger. Means I need to work with Either I make a modifier, make this a mirrored thing, to then make this hole bigger, a little bit, or I work with numbers. Could just make this and then take all of this, say scale to 0.1, no, 1.1, 0.2. Like my star is not big enough. Let's make this a little thicker. So then 0.2, no, 1.2. This looks like a good amount. 0.2. And now we can just go extrude inside. That was wrong. X, also wrong. UI, and go. They didn't make it very sharp. They don't have the same issue I have. Voila! So much detail in here, and then I'll go for pixelated whatever. Little style break there. It's fine. It's a high definition star. I don't care. Okay, so we still have the issue with the feet. I guess I should go for a triangle shape again, like in my old avatar. Like here. This is fine. Maybe too low poly, I'm not sure, but... Let's see. Okay, so let's remove them for now. It's shaping up, right? I can see the vision right now. This will collide with each other. Maybe every time this collides I make a ping sound. That would be funny, wouldn't it? Like this turns slowly and then it reaches you down and this goes up and then ping, 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 and then it goes a little off and then it doesn't hit anymore. I bet it gets annoying after a while. Oh well. Defeat. SC0. Yeah. So here we also like modeled the feet to fuse with the legs, so I should do that too. Maybe that's one of the issues I have. For now, let's go and subdivide. I could have just extruded down, I guess, but I don't care. Let's do that because this will take way too long. Extrude SC0. And then take everything and then say this is now a new thing. Now what do we do? I guess the lower part can be a little bigger. For starters. Now, how do we do this? Something like this. I feel like this looks better. Could give it a little bit more shape. Very cool hair, I must say. Let's see, can I give this some more detail by doing this? Yeah, I think this is better. Not sure if this is good. Try to go a little out. Yeah, okay. Nice. I'm not sure about the connection here, of course. I leave it as an object. This will have some gaps, so either I need to properly insert it inside, or we connect it. But then yeah, it would go inside and whatever very, very strangely. When I move my ankle here, these nodes, if this goes up and this rotates with the feet, then this leg will get thinner. And if I go and anchor it the other way, if my feet go up, then this whole base goes inside. So I would need to either make it a new object, or I need to make a ring where the morphing does not happen. I would guess to have it as an object is easier, because it would just keep the shape and it was just clip through, and I don't care about clipping. Like clipping all over the place. Okay, we will have to work on that when I do the bones. I can make sure everything is fine. For now, let's leave it like this and look into the hands. So before I make the hands, I need to research cloth simulation. VRChat cloth simulation or something. Like gravity, VRChat bone gravity. How to add gravity to your VRChat character. Ears. Fish bones. Fish bones never had gravity when I worked with them. Do they have it now? Transform roots, ignore. Right. Gravity. Here, version 1.1. Squish bones update allow for bones to squish and lengthen, be affected by motion. Gravity now acts as a ratio of how far the bone will rotate when at rest. Positive pull required for bones to move in the direction of gravity. Where is that pull? Is this everything? Rotate, transfer in the force into pull here, simplified. Okay, let's see if we can find this bone component. Yeah, how do I start this project? Is it in assets? I need to start Unity. Do I need to start? I forgot. Project package, library, assets, port, tutorials. Ah. Hurry. I guess I open the... Okay. Open projects. There it is. I don't care. Where are your bones, my friends? This bone collider, root bone. The simplified, advanced, gravity. Gravity is also in simplified. What's the difference between simplified and advanced, I wonder? Don't save. So we have gravity here. Gravity fall off and so on. So we do have gravity. Should I then make the hands L2? Well, let's see. Depending on how the bones work, let's say we have our arm here. And we would have like some kind of bone here being anchored to these edges. If I move this down or up and so on, these need to follow structure here. Would that always work? Thinking about... I guess if we do something like that, we would need a bunch of segments. Where I have the hand here or something. And then if the hand is here, segments here. They need to go this way. Now the problem is the bone would point here, but it would never look like this, would it? Would this even work? We would have some kind of stretching if they are not following one-to-one. If this one is not following at all, this 50%. I mean, here and here it would be here. Like that. How about if it goes upwards? I mean, this doesn't work anymore. Here it would be here. Oh yeah. We do have some strange behavior. Going negative and positive need to have different weights. I feel like. How do we make this happen without it clipping very? Because if I use the bone and just use the vertices to be 100%, 50%, 0%, one part will bend and the other one would bend exactly the same way, meaning that the middle part would be thinner. I think. Even the end be stretched or whatever. Unless I model it to be correctly at pointing down, so that the hand is, how do we do this? Hand is here, the bone is at rest looking down, and the arm, the cloth is here, and the shape is like here. If I put my arms up, will look even more drastic. Here, bone looks down. This right. The arm looks down. Here. This. How do you make it so that this works out? I guess you would need a lot of vertices. Some just follow. Don't. I mean, in an extreme example, I could also make the hands face upwards. Means the bone needs also a limitation to be here or here, I guess. Form a cone. Also means this position is possible. Does this happen? This one does not move. This one only moves to the hand. Moves here when it's here. I cannot make it so if it's here. This would be wrong if it's here, right? Makes no sense. We could make it simpler. Just don't care about anything. Say the hand is here. At this point, everything moves. This doesn't move down. So we have a bone here. It's there. Makes it here. If it looks down here, this goes down here. This goes down here. I guess that's the way to go, even though it looks bad. But it would look better than if I even moved this part, because that's with a simple bone I cannot do. I need some kind of condition that says only move in these angles of this bone. The other ones you just ignore the movement. I cannot do that. I would assume that would be too complicated for VRChat. Okay, what do I do for Android? How many can you have fizz bones for Android? VRChat fizz bones Android. Page Android. Caution: if you are using a single root bone with several children, must define an endpoint position. Do not have a constraint this bone component affect the same game object. This causes execution order issues. Apply the constraint the parent game object instead. On avatars, a hard limit a quest. It is done to prevent a reduction in performance on devices which are often already low on PC resources. Can view those limits as very poor limits for quests described in the Fizz bones. Good are 4, medium and poor. Normal bones 90 is fine. Excellent is 0, we will not have that. 4. Can I work with 4 Fizz bones for androids? 2 for hands. And then 2 for ears. My hair would be static. My suit is of course static then. Colliders you can have 4, that's also good. Okay, I guess we can work with this. My tail having a fizz bone, is that necessary? I think it was fizz bones for my character. That will be sad. The bone animation. 1 animation. 4 after 2. And Magus. Serial slots. 1 for everything, 2 for particle systems. Rail rendering. Some avatar components are limited on mobile avatars. Cannot exceed the following limits. 8 fizz bone. Affected transform. So we can have 8, but it will be poor. Like here. 9 and you cannot have it anymore. Could have 2 ears, 2 whatever, and then 4 for the tail. But that doesn't work. My tail would be like already maybe 8 or something, right? How was it in the old one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Could work with it, so my monkey could be poor then, I guess. Oh, now you can have constraints too. That's nice. I need 2 constraints because of my arms. A dependency depth of 50 constraints. Yes, I only have like... How deep does it go? Not that deep. While I remove components. Audio source. No ting sound? Man. Minimum display performance rank. On VRChat PC, the minimum display performance rank is set to very poor by default. Means that by default, no avatars will have their components or display effects from reason on PC. If you wish to change this, you can choose between medium or poor or very poor options. Excuse me? Overriding individual avatars. Avatar for very poor avatars functionality may be removed in the future. And very poor avatars may be removed from Android and iOS entirely. Please keep this in mind when creating avatars for VRChat on mobile devices. Ooh. I guess no fist bones for you guys. But if I don't have fist bones on my arms, it will look very bad. So either I need to have a different mesh for mobile, or I need to have fist bones. On mobile, maybe I trim down the mesh. And the tail is like, I don't know, has a specific position. And then the only thing that happens is my key turning. Anything else is like not there. Sad. I hate that the ecosystem is in the state where Meta just went like, oh yeah, consumers here, please have your junk. And now VRChat is forced to have these limits because the hardware is so bad. Oh well. I guess we have our answer then. I guess I'll just make a hands here. Or depending on how big should my hands be, or long. And I need to be very careful about the placement of the elbows or how to create them. I need to look at tutorials how to make the weight paints for these. Because in my last avatar, these just turned around and just morphed, and it's not good. So we could add the hands in here. And then we just need to extend the cloth a little bit out and then make a limit. The correct angles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-ish. Big ears. Hair. Key. Everything there. Now, let's see. Let's make the hands here. Right here. Or of course we can just go add something here. Although this could be the hand. Never mind. This could be the hand. Yeah, okay, then I need the half part here. And then okay. Now I would like to move it direction. Let's just move it there and then upper. Work, but yes, doesn't work this way. This is 0.3 whatever. Yeah, this doesn't work. Do we do this? I guess first we make the shape. Okay, that doesn't again. What the? There we go. To go this direction. Problem is that since everything is now going into this funnel, just shape it this way, but maybe I shouldn't care. Maybe I shouldn't care. Maybe I should just move it in this direction. Like this. Now, normally my hands are shaped like this. But maybe I should give myself some fingers now. How would I even do that? something like this. Just need to connect them. And put that in there. Alright, I think I'll stop here. And next time we'll work on the hand, make something, I don't know, that looks like, kinda like this image. Did I close it? Like here. Maybe I'll do some little paint drawing that makes the shape and then try to model it. I wonder if he ever will be able to see the hands though. Since the cloth will always like block the view. I guess it depends. Anyway, everyone, thanks for watching. Thanks for the support. And I will see you guys next time. You lurker. Bye bye, monkey.